Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to week 5. This is Mark Evans, your instructor for Com151, Introduction to Microsoft Office. This week we're going to switch gears. We've been working a little bit in Microsoft Word, OneNote, Outlook. We experimented some with PowerPoint over the last week or so. And this week we're going to begin to work on Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet program within the Microsoft Office. It allows us to do a lot of mathematical calculations, things like budgets and what-if analysis. It does some minor database work, which is a lot of fun to play with. And so we're going to explore some of the things that it can do over the next couple of weeks. One thing to note about Microsoft Excel is that there's going to be some new terminology that we need to master, or at least understand, when we start working on this program. First of all, we're going to know that data is put into cells, and cells are the intersection of rows and columns, and each cell will have a cell address. Rows are numbered from 1 to, I don't even remember, it's thousands of them. But 1 down to, let's just say 20,000 for the sake of the argument. And then you go from A across to like ZZ or something like that. It's been a long time since I went to the very end of the spreadsheet. But you have a lot of rows and you have a lot of columns. You also start out with 3 worksheets, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. They can be taken off or more added. So an Excel file can be a very, very simple process, or you could actually have a very complex program going on there with Excel. But you need to understand rows and columns and cell addresses, because what we're going to do when we do math functions like add, subtract, multiply, divide, things like that, we're not actually going to put the numbers in our formula. Our formula is going to use cell addresses, and then we will put the numbers in the cell, and it will do the math for us if we do it all correctly. Now, the cool thing about that is, by using the cell address, it then allows us to change the numbers without having to redo all the math. And so it's real easy to set up a spreadsheet to calculate mortgages, to see how much money you'll have after your paycheck, to see how much money what your investments are looking like. All kind of things like that you can do, budgets and so forth. So we're going to experiment with some of those things. The one big thing to remember in all of that, you'll hear us talk about it a lot, is order of operations. If you will remember back to your math class, there are certain things that go first. You remember parentheses, and then multiplying and dividing, and then adding and subtracting, etc. You're going to want to brush up on your order of operations, because that will be the way you will need to write your formula when you try to do some math. So we'll be playing with that this week. Hope that you'll have some fun with it. Later on, we'll be looking at some minor database work. You can use Excel as a simple database that will allow you to do things like record collections, and you can record inventories. You can record, like I have at work, a list of all of our employees and their birth dates and hire dates, things like that. And so it's a simple database. So Excel is a lot of fun. Takes a lot of practice, a lot of terminology to understand, but hopefully over the next couple of weeks you'll enjoy working with it. And don't forget that on Monday night we will have our next Zoom conference call, and we will be going over some Microsoft Excel formulas and how to do some things in Excel to hopefully help you out with the sessions, with your assignments and things that you got to do. Until then, I hope you have a great week. Let me know if you need help. I'll see you in class.